In a bingo game, which number is represented by the phrase two little ducks?
A scratch? I don't know.
Yeah, right. Like the center, but this the free spot.
Simon Says.
The number 22.
Okay.
I guess two kind of looks like a duck. More like a swan, I would say, but get this thing to go out of the way. Okay, there we go. Cool. Okay.
hmm
So this is April 11th.
Yeah, man. Jeez.
Yeah, such an April 11th kind of day.
Yeah.
What's special about April
How was
11th?
your Easter, guys? My Easter was pretty. It was standard. It was a standard Easter, is what I'll say. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so why are we recording something for April 11th? Because April 11th is the 101st day of the year. So today we're doing a face-off of 101 proof bourbons. It'll be blind in that we don't know the order, but I'll just show you what we're drinking.
No.
Yep. This is another one of those situations where they're probably a little too goddamn similar to bother with keeping it 100% blind. We're doing a wild turkey off. We've got,
Oh, wait. Because of Wild Turkey 101?
you got it, Rick, the preferred proof point of Jimmy Russell and most of the Russells. We have a whole bunch of options of 101 proof stuff to pick from, including Cody's bottle, which is his bottle of Wild Turkey Regular 101. But in addition to that, we have Wild Turkey 12 making its third appearance, because I just can't shake the feeling that we're doing something wrong by never liking it. We have Wild Turkey 101 8-year. So the one that Cody has is just the regular shelfer that is 6 to 8 years listed, right? Well, this one's specifically 8 years. So I don't know if there's kind of a scuttlebutt that the Wild Turkey 101 profile has gotten worse over the years. Maybe that's because they're shifting the regular bottle down to 6 years territory, and this one's taking over the 8-year age range. We have Kentucky Spirit. That's a bottle I have signed by Bruce Russell. That's also 101 proof. We have Wild Turkey 70th Anniversary. That is the one, only came out one time. That was a special blend batch made for Jimmy Russell's 70th anniversary of working at the distillery. So that one's just another 8-year product, essentially, that is hopefully a little bit better. And then the special one, little scoochy scooch. Really excited for this. Look at this thing. This is vintage as hell. So you take off this outer layer. This is a Wild Turkey Wedgewood crystal decanter from the 80s. Everybody here in the editing room, just to let you know. So this bottle is it was something that was sold in Italy, I think, from the early to mid 1980s. So this could be an 82, 83, 84 type of situation. Not sure, and almost anytime you ever see one of these things, there is no specific year listed. The other thing to note about this bottle, and this is very significant, it's a crystal decanter. I got the bottle sitting right over there. There is a very good chance that this was lead crystal. If you happen to have one of these, there is a portion of the population who says because of the lead content in the actual decanter itself, you shouldn't drink them. Be advised. There's a ton of people who say, ignore those people, it's trace amounts, you're never going to notice it, you're fine. And there's a ton of people who say you shouldn't drink anything that old anyway. And there's a ton of people who say you should just sell these damn things. Some sites will sell this for like a couple $1,000s. Nowadays, you see them on auction sites going for a few $100, $500 or $600, maybe up to $700. But we're real ones, and we don't care how much it's worth. We're gonna try it.
They really don't make them like that anymore.
Well, supposedly they don't. Everyone raves about Dusty Wild Turkey, and today we're gonna have an over 40-year-old batch of it. See this? Look how vintage this is. Brown felt, Ricky, on this box.
Ooh, I love felt. Perhaps I shall put on some flock of seagulls as we drink.
Got our decanter here with a little bit of floating cork inside, because nothing this old has a surviving cork pretty much. They just crumble away. But I got it came with another cork. So I put that in there. An embossed wild turkey. Yeah, it's a flying turkey surrounded by wreaths on the decanter itself, which sat in this molded interior in the felt box. And I did filter your pours of the decanter, so you're not going to have any little pieces of cork in it. Other than Cody's bottle, we have all of them on display. Why don't we try glass A?
Smells like candy, gummy heart, a little barnyard, a little corn.
Yeah, and that candy heart would probably be maybe a cherry or a grape. Smells pretty good.
I jump with cinnamon gummy hearts, but possibly a touch of cherry.
It's like a sweet tart. So there's just a little bit of a minerality to it, but not in that like Buffalo Trace way. More of like
Sweet tarts were a bit like sweeter. And,
yeah, sweet tarts is what I meant. Yeah, I was thinking of Smarties is what I don't mean.
Smarties.
But the hay and the corn do like creep in, kind of erase that after a while.
Spicy bowl of cornflakes, hint of cherry or something, or raspberries or something to put in the cereal.
Yeah. Let's try her out. Not much by way of legs. Cinnamon crept in there. Goes without saying, I'd like it to be higher proof. All of these are 101 proof, and I would have preferred them be at least like 110. But so there's a little bit of a wateriness to it, but
Basically, how it smells.
yeah, I get a little bit more of the cinnamon on the palate than on the nose. It's got a little bit less of the sweet tartness. Yeah, I guess I want to say cherry, like, but like a candy cherry. Yeah, I wish if it just weren't as thin. Pretty good.
I'm just trying not to let Matthew McConaughey down because this is, it's his brand, and I know how much it means to him. So,
not all channels have a designated Matthew McConaughey representative that is looking out for his interests in every single video. But I'm glad we have one. It's what separates us, from the rest.
Yep.
Glass B, baby. Look at that. Okay, that's glass A. Here's glass B. There it is.
One doesn't smell really sweet to me. This is more the cornflake forward. Maybe some dilliness to it. Something that smells kind of a little sour to me.
I got a little more age, a little dustiness, a little maybe like red apple, a little cinnamon, but not as strong.
Yeah, it's like slightly darker fruit. It could be even the same fruit, but just like an older batch of it. And it's apple. I could see that. Like it would have to be a good, like succulent apple, not like a Red Delicious or something.
A succulent apple, a delicious succulent apple.
It's almost like apple pie, like with a little bit of cinnamon in it. Like so, it's like they're somewhat browned. Yeah, the barnyard is mellowed. It's still there a bit, but it's mellowed. The corn is still there, but it's more of a sweet corn, like corn syrup, and then the fruit's a little darker.
Definitely see what you're saying about the brown portion of an apple.
But it does seem like it's a little more mature. It's a little less, it's a little less dry. It's a little sweeter, a little darker. So, okay. A little bit more, definitely more wood going on here. Thankfully, it's not too dry, but it is oaky. Sorry, go ahead.
Red apple, a little bit darker red apple, just a hint of cinnamon, oak, and a slight bit of bitterness on the back end of the oak.
I like that.
But still darker, more well-rounded than the first.
It's got some depth.
Just maybe a touch of vanilla.
I hope I'm right in saying this, but this seems like the first glass, if the first glass was given like an extra 3 years of age. It's just like an upgrade in most ways that comes from aging. Yeah, more darkness to it, a little bit more sweetness. It reminds me actually a little bit of like, it's like a more moist, like wheat bread. It has a little bit of that added to it. Maybe even a bread that has like raisin in it or something. But yeah, most of the fruit flavor is focused on like apple, I would say. Still a little thin for my liking, but I should probably just stop saying that because they're all most likely going to be that way. Okay. Glass C.
C for cats.
For cats.
Yeah.
I mean, corn would make sense here.
And cats.
It's like cornflakes, and somebody left a slightly cinnamon apple in 2 rooms away. I don't get a whole lot.
Yeah, wow.
That smells like Apple Jack cereal to me. Kind of reminds me of the old like Johnny Appleseed hallway with the tree at the mall back in the day.
Wow, you're getting all that on C?
Yeah.
Man, your nose is working better than mine. I'm not smelling much. If I had to compare it to a cereal, it'd be like Kix or something like flavorless. I smell like a little bit of a graininess, like, dare I say, youth? If it's not that, it's like sort of a vegetal thing going on in the like after aroma. Yeah, like corn husk or something. Like all the fruits and stuff, I'm like not getting any of it on this one.
Filled this with cornflakes up to here. Then you had like an apple skin, like a little apple skin with like a little bit of cinnamon on it, and you went and like the little micro juices from the skin just went. Something was here at one time, sort of.
Let's try her. No legs at all. Again.
You taste that like corn husk.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, corn husk. Maybe even peanut shell.
Might even be a little bit lighter than A.
There's a little bit of oak on there, but
Yeah.
there's not really any flavor.
Yeah, it's just kind of sawdusty. And there might be, I don't know, if I'm trying to reach for fruit at all, it would be, again, maybe an apple, but a really starchy apple. Like oversized, red delicious. You're just biting into the flesh of it. Pasty, flavorless crap on that kind of apple.
Like you licked the red apple's skin and did nothing else.
Yeah, there's some sawdust again. And that kind of barnyardy, like this one's like more barnyardy to me than A is. And it doesn't have a whole lot else going for it. Man, this one just needs fruit bad. We'll see how she does on round 2. And we'll move to D.
We're gonna move the on. That's what we're gonna do.
You said it. Ooh, butterscotch.
You get like a slightly sawdusty vanilla cake.
Yeah, vanilla, actual butter as well. Ooh, I like this one a lot so far.
Maybe a hint of coconut.
Some home cooked caramels. This is a kitchen when there's a lot of baking going on right here. Not tons of fruit at the moment. Some brown sugar. Man,
Hey, step up in the nose department.
yeah.
He wasn't the original dad, but he was the dad that stepped up. You know?
Yeah, he wasn't season 1, but he was seasons 2 through 9, so he's like the one everyone remembers,
Yeah.
This could be like there's an apple pie baking in the oven, so you're just smelling some of the baking spice left over, but a little bit of that essence going on, floating in the air, wafting around. But okay, I'm eager to try this. Doesn't quite match the aroma.
Wow, how disappointing.
Yeah, I mean it's
to me like a coffee cake and a radish.
Yeah, it doesn't live up to that nose, but it's still got some stuff going on. Like this is almost a little bit more green apple. Yeah, what Cody said too about
Radish.
it's like such a strong flavor to throw at this, but I know what you mean. Like it's like going that direction for a second.
Then a little earthy.
It's sweet, but in but not the baking spice sort of way. It's more of like a fermenting sweet, definitely like corn syrup and like it's kind of a vague sweetness, like the filling of like a pecan pie or something, but not even quite that sweet. And it doesn't have the body and the thickness that would really help that impression. Still a little bit of brown sugar, but even that's underplayed. Again, this is another one I'd like to see with like 20 more proof to it. But it is at least a different profile than the 3 that came before it, I would say, for the most part. And like, when I say green apple, I don't mean candy green apple, which is a very distinct flavor that is kind of different than what actual green apple tastes like. I'm talking like you're walking through an orchard and you pluck a green apple off a tree. Doesn't seem as mature as like, I guess, what, B?
We ain't talking about no Red Delicious. We ain't talking about no Pink Lady. And we ain't talking about no Honey Crisp.
Definitely no Gala. Definitely no...
Talking about them Granny Smiths, baby.
Yeah. Okay. Glass E.
Like the darker red apple, little cinnamon, maybe some vanilla.
Have me more of that Apple Jacks.
I get like a yellow pound cake. Almost certainly not as sweet as that tastes. There's some frosting on there that's like kind of cheap and could be a fondant. And then like There's an apple something going on somewhere in another room, as Cody would say.
Yeah, like a cinnamon
Mostly
buttercream and some red apple.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
a
good.
little coffee cake.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, the cinnamon too. Yeah, good point. And that it's like the cinnamon's like baked deep into the cake, so like you have to smell through some layers to get to it, but it's there. Okay.
Definitely
Good.
tastes sweeter than how it smells. I get more like the vanilla.
Yeah, the vanilla is definitely stronger here than I was smelling anyway, and it's definitely kind of a frosting like vanilla.
Like a coffee cake with a red apple buttercream frosting, if that existed.
Yeah,
A little oat.
with just a hint of like, I hesitate to say this, but like a spearmint or something, like just way background. This is not bringing a whole lot of oak to the table. Just a pinch in the aftertaste. The nice thing about this one is it's a good sum of its parts, where it doesn't really have any negatives to it. It's pretty good. We're already on the last glass, glass F. I'm getting these glory shots, but honestly, I mean, I think the liquid looks pretty much identical in every case.
Glory
Glass
shots in a glory hole.
Yeah. If anything, I'd say glass B and E look slightly darker, but it could be the glassware I'm using or something too.
Get like the red gummy cinnamon heart again, but maybe a hint. It's probably changed a lot, but maybe a hint of floral.
Like I could get sort of, yeah, like a pollen kind of note. It has that sort of slightly sweet dustiness of like pollen, which
Maybe
also
a
combines a
little
little bit of that outdoorsy
waxy.
vibe this one has. Like has just a little bit of a grassiness to it, like fresh.
Waxy honeycomb.
Yes. Let's taste it. So far, this one kind of seems like a mix of several of the other ones. This is a young apple, like an apple that's not quite ripe. And you get a little bit of the core in there too, so there's like just a slight bit of bitterness.
Maybe like sweet lavender or something.
It starts off sweet, and then it kind of drops the ball somewhere towards the end for me. But it's still, like, all these are pretty, for 101 proof stuff. I mean, Wild Turkey has a great reputation for a reason. These are all pretty good. There's only like one of these, I think it was like maybe C, that was kind of like, boy, that just seems like kind of young and vegetal and not, doesn't have any of the redeeming qualities of the others for the most part, but we'll see what happens.
What's it got, Ricky? What's it got, boy?
I can see the lavender and the honeycomb at first, but then it just, it takes the vegetable and corn kind of just completely take over. I even get a little bit of slight heat at the end. I don't know if I want to call that pepper or what, but
Pick some like generic crappy place, and it's like a take-home pie, and it's like a small personal size. So like you bite into the, if you cut it up, you bite into the center, like you get most of your sweetness right at the front, and then as you work your way to the outside, you get more and more crust, and that brings like a bitterness to it, and it's like the sweetness is good, but it doesn't really have much identity. I guess I'm really knocking this, but I don't mean to be. It's like not that bad. It shares a lot of stuff. There's overlap between all of these, obviously, but this is lacking the matureness of like a couple of the others, and then it has that funk and like barnyardness that we described early on.
It's just him, you silly.
Wow, that little break I just took made F taste a lot better, actually. There's more wood now, and that vague sweetness has crystallized somewhat into something a little better and more mature. That helped it.
don't count F out just yet. It still has a good amount of wood for you.
These still smells like butterscotch to me. Yeah, it just doesn't taste as good as it smells. I don't want to knock it too much for that. You know, it's interesting. We have Wild Turkey 12 in here somewhere. I'm curious which one of these is that one.
Yeah, someone got it, but there's one that's like extremely off profile and odd to me, but not bad. I just can't tell if I like the flavor profile or not.
Oh man, these are all pretty good. I think I want to see to me taste the youngest.
I hope you've got a pen and paper ready, Adrian, because
I do.
boy, are you gonna need it. Living on sponge cake.
Cause there's the sheet of lamb.
Wasting away again at Margariciville.
Bees is like so oaky. Like it's oaky, but I don't know if that propels it into better than most of the others category or not for me.
I'd actually say there's like 3 that I really think are really good. Not that any of them are like bad, but just a step down.
Like I really want to like Bee a lot, but the oakiness kind of covers up some of the notes that I think would normally shine. For the record, Fruit Bat lists this decanter as $1,700. Another thing that's worth pointing out, that decanter, started at 101 proof, but most likely it has diminished, and it's probably most likely this is probably hovering around 95, 96 proof. By the way, I think it's 1 liter compared to the, so it's bigger than the others. It reeks of 70s, 80s aesthetic. That would make this easily the oldest thing we've ever drank. God, there's some people. There's one person that wants $2,400 for that bottle. Jesus, what am I doing sharing this crap with you guys? I'm an idiot.
It is. Wild Turkey 101, you know it, you love it.
Do you know your order, Rick?
I do, as a matter of fact.
I mean,
Or
I think I do.
as a matter of opinion.
Actually, I would guess which one the Decanter is, now that I'm thinking about it.
Which one?
That one was supposed to be the oldest. 4.
I was gonna say 4 might be my favorite of these, which could mean.
Hey, Ricky.
Yes, sir. Whoa.
I think Cody was done first for once, so we'll go with Cody first.
Okay.
5, 2, 6, 4, 1, 3.
Wow.
Okay, those are quite different than my order. Ricky.
Let's just forget it. I'm not telling you. Okay, here we go. 2, 4, 1, 5, 6, 3.
Okay, so 3 is unanimous last, because I also have that last. I have 4, 2, 6, 1, 5, 3. So wow. The only one we completely agree on is 3 being worst. The order is 2, 4, 5, 6, 1, 3. So it is a weird mix of all of our orders. Last place. Oh, okay, we got it right. Last place is Cody's bottle, Wild Turkey 101. That's glass C, which is cool. That gives me some trust in this process of aging crap. So hopefully,
I'm sorry, Matthew McConaughey. Let you down.
Well, they're all Matthew McConaughey products allegedly, even though all he ever promoted was Long Branch, which is not in this competition actually. But
sometimes I like to go on a long drive at night and
something had to lose, right?
Time is a flat circle.
Okay, so this is not so good though. Glass A got second worst, and that is the 70th anniversary Wild Turkey release. But so his 70th anniversary bottle, that might explain why this really doesn't go for all that much on secondary.
Might explain why he retired too.
Yeah, this old man with his old palate that can't handle anything above 101 proof. Above that, we have glass 6, which is the Kentucky Spirit. Put that over there. So Kentucky Spirit came in 4th place today. Glass 5 is next, and that is the 8-year. So that's third place today is the 8-year. So it's apparently a bit of an upgrade over the regular 101 that Cody has, even though they're kind of the same age statement. Number 2 is glass. Okay, glass 4. Yeah, glass 4 was my favorite, and that was the Decanter. Okay.
I figured, like, most off-profile to me.
So that was the one that was butterscotchy and stuff to me, although it didn't quite taste the same. That was the one that to me had the most unique nose, which makes... Holy crap, guys. Okay, the winner is Wild Turkey 12. Well, I guess we got to take back everything crappy we ever said about Wild Turkey 12.
No.
I mean, if you compare it to other stuff of its same proof, it apparently always, well, I can't even say that because it did not advance in our winners season 4 winners face off. I've given Rick recently off camera some crap about constantly making the joke about on another day things might come out completely different. Wild Turkey 12 ended up winning today. That's wild, man. You know, it's only competing against other Wild Turkey products, so big asterisk there. And this, by the way, is a Wild Turkey 12 from Japan. I don't know if I've mentioned that before. It came to the top somehow, so like I got to give it props at this point. It's won twice. For me, the Decanter won. But those 40 years are spent in a bottle. They're not spent in a barrel. Wild Turkey 12 is the oldest thing on this table in terms of aging in a barrel. Largely, other than maybe 70th anniversary not beating regular 8-year, that might be the only thing here that's like a little weird to like critics. Dustier products are going to have a lot more. They're going to have a lot less of that barnyard stuff. They're going to have maybe more sweetness and whatnot. It kind of reminds me of overaged beer. Like, it tends to be a little flatter, it's a little sweeter. A lot of the bitterness kind of dies away, and it's not like as effervescent or as lively as something younger than it. And it lacks a lot of the wood notes that Wild Turkey 12 has. So it might not be enough. Just being dusty might not be enough to make it like better than something that's just kind of like on paper better. This is a cool little experiment. Cody, any thoughts while you sacrilegiously mix all this together?
Yeah, that's what I did.
And walks away from the counter, and he's gonna go sit down in front of his Xbox.
There's no fruit, and it's a little earthy tasting rather than like apple or cherry. I think I needed some sweetness to balance out I got the essence of it should be sweet because it kind of tastes like coffee cake a little bit, but a coffee cake without icing and then like that radish note or whatever, dirty note. I mean, it had enough complexity and stuff. I just didn't love like the earthy note. Just basically that it didn't taste like the other ones really.
Everything we've ever done or will do, we're gonna do over and over.
Okay, so there it is. Our 101-day special episode, kind of not really a holiday. My goal is hopefully that we'll make other groups start doing 101-day episodes. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll switch over. And Cody, don't show your testicles on camera. I've told you 100 times.
Jesus, I'm out of here. Cody, you know, you always you take like someone's name or you take a thing and you make a new thing by saying the opposite. So I saw this post today. It was, instead of Red Dead Redemption, it was Blue Alive Condemnation.
For those who don't, Rick just explained it, but in Cody's lexicon, DK Metcalf becomes
MC Goodbye Thigh.
What is the world's biggest island? Wouldn't that not be Australia?
Yeah, I mean it's a continent. It's an island.
I think it's bigger than Antarctica. Greenland would, I think, be number 2. What? It says Greenland. I don't know about that. Is the definition of island like any completely surrounded by water that's also not a continent, and that's why it's Greenland? Like, what was the name of the rock band formed by Jimmy Page?
Led Zeppelin.
Yep.
Right.
Who is considered the founder of the modern study of genetics? Gregor Mendel, Hugo de Vries, Karl Korens, or Eric von Schermack?
Mendel.
Yeah, Mendel. What's the most expensive home in the world? What?
Expensive home. Buckingham Palace?
Yeah, that. What else could it mean? What, Cody?
The Taj Mahal.
I don't think that's a home, but it was Buckingham Palace. Smallest ocean in the world. Okay, this question drives me crazy because there's so much non-consensus about what it constitutes an ocean. Do they count the Southern Ocean? Because it would probably be, by most commonly accepted oceans, the Arctic Ocean, right? Yeah, it's the Arctic. Kingston, Zuma, and Apollo are the sons of which American female pop star?
Madonna?
Or you know what? I'm going to say, does Beyonce have kids or Jay-Z? Gwen Stefani. Which two
Is that
U.S.
supposed to be
states?
common knowledge?
Which two U.S. states don't observe daylight savings time? Okay, so Indiana for a long time, right? But it does now?
Hawaii?
Yeah, my guess would be Hawaii and Alaska, but
Yeah, that's my guess.
Hawaii is correct, but there's one other.
Indiana.
Colorado?
Arizona. All right, last one. Which African country was formerly known as Abyssinia?
Guyana.
Kenya.
Come on, I know you know another African country.
I don't think Guyana's an African country.
Ethiopia.
Zimbabwe.
It was actually Ethiopia. Should have gone with your second guess, Ricky.